Our next guest was at a friend's backyard party when he suffered a sudden cardiac arrest. Now, his friends performed CPR until paramedics arrived, but Sig Muller was dead for 8 minutes.
The odds of a full recovery was less than 1%, and it's been more than 70 weeks since then. And Sig is here to tell us the story. Sig, thank you. We were talking to you during the break there, and 75?
75 weeks tomorrow. Wow. Yeah,
this
very
is
blessed.
Incredible. We were saying thanks for being here. You said I'm blessed to be here, and we're so glad that you're here too because
thank you.
What an event you experienced. Can you maybe walk us through what was going on, what happened in that moment for you?
Yeah, so I was blessed 30 years ago to work at General Mills, and I was with friends from 30 years ago who cared enough and were bold enough to do CPR. That's what saved my life. And the only thing that will restart it is a defibrillator. So that arrived. I spent 7 days in the ICU, but the first 2.5 days in the ICU, I had what's called anterograde amnesia, meaning I couldn't form new memories.
Wow.
So Dr. Kelly, Dr. Hutch would come in the room, and I'd say, "Hi, what's your name?" Every single time you came in the room.
Really?
But I'd say, "What's wrong with me?" "You had a cardiac arrest." 5 seconds later, "I feel great. I should go home. I don't know why I'm here." So I literally couldn't form any new memories. But I learned afterwards from my sister and family and friends that I said one thing repeatedly to everyone, thousands of times while I was in the ICU, and I didn't know I said it. I told everyone, "You are the world's best."
Really?
Again and again.
Okay, and so that's where Dying to Be the World's Best, the title of your book,
Came from. That's exactly right. And as I was reflecting in the weeks and months after my cardiac arrest, wondering, is this going to happen again? Right?
Right. That's
And just not knowing PTSD is kind of a real thing. Why did I say this crazy phrase, "You are the world's best"? And I think a couple of reasons. It was my fancy way of saying, thanks, you're fantastic, you're great, I appreciate you. I just chose you are the world's best.
It's such an interesting story, obviously, after the 8 minutes. Before, what would you say your personality was like? How has it changed from where you're at now in appreciating, obviously, life more, having that experience? But did you say you were just, grinding, always working hard, not really appreciating the best in life? Or how were you before this?
Yeah. I don't think my core personality changed. I was always an optimist, but I don't know that I paused and really thanked people and practiced gratitude, daily in an appreciative manner. And I think we rush through things. Life goes and you just blast through it. And I think pausing to just appreciate today and be grateful for it and make sure that you're living your world's best version of yourself every day, as opposed to just waking up and going through a routine.
Okay, so you have put those words into this book.
Yeah.
Tell us about your book and the message that you hope people receive when reading it.
Yeah. So I believe all of us have the power, talent, and capacity to be the world's best version of ourselves every day. And, when I was saying that to the doctors, the phlebotomists, the friends in the room, I think the other reason I said it was it elevates performance. Right? It makes you feel good. I needed that doctor to be the world's best version for me when they were going to put my implantable cardio defibrillator in. I needed me to perform at the world's best if I was going to be okay. And I think all of us can do that every day. It's just being intentional about it. So my book talks about some of the mindset and tools that you need to practice in your life in a very practical way to help you be the world's best version of yourself every day.
Well, they always say for something to stick with a routine, you usually have to do it over 100 times, over and over. And repetition really does help, especially for someone that hasn't gone through a life-changing event like you. To be able to change the way they think. It must be very difficult for a lot of people that you run into.
Yeah, it is. New Year's resolutions, right? Most people have stopped them.
Oh, I stopped mine.
By now. Did you?
Well, mine was don't eat sugar. Guess what? I just had a bite of chocolate cake.
Yeah, right. It's super hard. And you're right, repetition is the key. But if we can reinforce it with positive things that make us feel good in others, I challenge people today. Tell someone thanks. Tell them they're fantastic. I say you are the world's best, but watch how that person responds when you say that.
Exactly.
They'll feel good. And you'll feel good when you get it back. And you can create that feedback loop.
You say,
and hopefully stick with it.
You say rethink what success really means to you. So a lot of people have this idea. I know I have the idea of what success means to me and where I want my career to go or how I want my family to be. But maybe rethink that, because it could look a lot different if you experience an event like you did.
Yeah, so I've surveyed hundreds of people and asked them a simple question. What does it mean to you to be the world's best version of yourself? Yeah. And I encourage people to spend 5% of their day on that. And it's different. You know, some people it was about faith. Some people it was about impacting their world. Huge gamut. Maybe that's my next book, is summarizing that. But at the end of the day, can you spend 5% on what really matters to you? 5% of 24 hours is about an hour. What are you spending an hour on every day? That doom scrolling? You know, there's a whole bunch of things.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can you reallocate that hour to what matters to you personally?
Let's go back to those 8 minutes. I know a lot of people might be curious as to what those 8 minutes were like, even if you can explain it.
Do you have any recollection of anything?
No, I went down and didn't remember anything until 3 days later, even though I was conscious after they restarted my heart. I don't remember anything. I get asked that a lot. But I'll tell you what, in talking with the people that were there and experienced my life, Kim gave me CPR, pumping my chest. She's singing Staying Alive while pumping my chest because it's the right rhythm, 120 beats per minute. What a fabulous thing. Here's this guy that just died and she's singing Staying Alive, pumping my chest.
I would imagine that, you're obviously not thankful for that day's events, but maybe in the scheme of things, how your life has changed, your outlook on life, there's a little gratitude for maybe experiencing something as traumatic as this.
Well, amen. We all have heart-stopping moments. Mine involved an ambulance and restarting my heart.
It really was a heart-stopping
But we all do. Death of a family member, starting a new job. They make us pause and rethink and reevaluate our priorities. So in that sense, that's what it took for me.
Yeah.
I encourage people to grab the book and read it, because it's one of those things that could change the way you think, even about your day or work or career. So thank you for coming in.
Sig, thank you. We're so happy to have you. You look healthy.
Thanks.
You look like you feel great, and we can't wait to see what other books you write.
Thanks, I appreciate it. So Kelly and Hutch, you are the world's best.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You as well.
Too, Sig. We appreciate you being here. Okay, if you want to read more about Sig's journey, we have a link to his book, Dying to be the World's Best, Reignite Your Heart to Elevate Your Life. That's on our website.